From a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this is My Worst Holiday. It's a podcast about your worst wedding, your funeral, bachelor party, bachelorette party, or anything that's funny after the fact. We want to hear it. And today we have a very special guest, actress, entertainer, Cindy Copeland. Cindy, say hello, baby.
Hello, baby.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm so nice to be on this show, Mark. This is like really awesome. This like made my day. My whole week. And I figured out how to get on here. That really, really made me feel great.
It's not much, but it's mine. It's my little show, and I enjoy it, like I have fun with it.
Well, you would. You meet a lot of crazies, and you meet a lot of normal people. You meet a lot of creative people, which is mostly crazy. That's why we're in it. And I am in the acting industry, and I love it. I love film and stage. And I just finished a stage play in August, and we actually did it in a drag queen club.
Oh, fantastic.
One of my friends, Tony, played Clary in drag, and he's like 6'5" with his hair. But he is very funny. So we did that in Atlanta.
With his hair. With the hair, because they always got to have the big hair, Like the thing I like about drag queens is they're over the top. It's like it's not like they want to dress like women. That's not the way women dress. I've never seen a woman dress like that,
But he plays it so real. He doesn't play it drag queeny.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
We have a friend that's a drag queen, and my daughter wanted him for her 8th grade birthday party or graduation.
Oh.
And so he came in, or she came in, she entertained and everything. And lo and behold, God damn it, everybody got COVID. So fast forward later. Coincidence? Maybe not. But fast forward, we have my buddy Don's 60th birthday party. So we have or Chris's birthday party. So anyway, we have this big birthday party. In comes Veronica again. Does her show. She's fantastic. Everybody got fucking COVID again.
Oh no! I've never had that. I don't ever want that.
Like twice the Veronica performed, everybody got fucking COVID. I dodged the bullet on that one, but he's just one. He's a wonderful guy. He's a really good performer, and she really entertains very, very well. It was just a fucking coincidence, like 2 gatherings and it happened, but.
That's so sad. Well, the fun thing for me is I've never been to a drag show. So after our show, we got invited by the owner to stay. And those guys were so intimidating and so beautiful. I wanted to leave. It's like, oh my God, you look better than I could ever look. And their clothes and everything. They are such wonderful performers, and they have so much fun. I had so much fun.
Oh, absolutely. I've been to several drag shows. It's been a ball every time.
Well, a lot of women like to go to those.
Yeah.
They love to go. And I can see it. But anyway, so I got to do that show, Steel Magnolias, this year. And I've done it before. And I've directed it as well. So that was a lot of fun. And I love doing film. I actually made my own movie back in 19 and 20 called Man You Fractured. And it's a very Twilight Zone-y film. And I'm very excited about that.
Is there a place that we can find that film? Or
yeah, right now I have it on my YouTube. I'm not sure where to go with it at this point. I mean, I would love to get it on Amazon or out there, but it is if they
actually, you know what? I'll have Tori get a hold of you.
Okay.
Tori Johnson. I'll have her get a hold of you, and maybe we can get it on Mosaic TV, so you can have a platform to put it on, possibly.
Okay, possibly. That sounds really good. But you gotta in this industry, in the acting industry, what I find is I have to be totally proactive. You always think that an agent gets 10%. Well, where's the 90 other % coming from? It's coming from you. You've got to be active. You got to be involved. You got to make movies. You got to have fun. And that's the key is you got to have fun in this business.
I agree.
Have fun like what you're doing. You're having fun. And you're getting a little piece of fun over here from Georgia.
There you go, baby. So what was the name of the movie?
Man You Fractured.
Man You Fractured. I like the name of that.
Uh-huh. Yep. When you see the movie, you get it.
All right. Tori.
So, and I'm going to be in a Western, my first Western in January in Tucson.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that. And I've got a group together of very, very talented people, and we've got a series idea that's brewing. So we're going to get together on New Year's Eve and get our little creative juices going. It's going to be a lot of fun.
There you go. My niece Michelle is watching, and John Silvis from the Bourbon Brews and Beyond podcast, or not podcast, show is watching as well.
Bourbon and Brew?
Yeah, Bourbon Brews and Beyond. Yeah. Bourbon's
well, very fun.
I had those guys on my show. They were fantastic, except for they like bourbon, and bourbon sucks.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
The Irish.
Well, I sucked on bourbon, and I liked it. So, yeah.
Don't be on his fucking side. He's already got enough arrogance about him. I don't need anybody else helping him.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here, your bourbon.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Irish. Drinking patties tonight. Get out of here, the Irish.
Water. This is from the annual. This is from the first annual East Arkansas Chuck Wagons, and it was for the veterans.
Oh, okay.
I drove to Arkansas, and I met
the veterans.
Yep, and I met George Powers, who runs it, and they actually have real Chuck wagons.
Oh, that's fun.
Like in those days, and they do little shows, and they do shootouts and Western stuff. Well, this is the first time I met him because I had a friend there that was promoting his film, Geronimo's Revenge, which a friend of mine is editing for him out in Hollywood. And I went around, just videoed, took pictures and all that. And I put a 5-minute film together for him just for fun.
Yeah.
So much. He wants me to be a part of the shows. And now the one in Tennessee, I couldn't do. I got sick and I was so disappointed. But he says, you are coming back to Arkansas, right? To support. I want to do that so bad. So the thing that's so cool about that, Mark, is that I'm proactive in what I'm doing in this industry, and I'm connecting with people. I'm getting opportunity to even meet more people and have more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm loving it. And I know this love of what I'm doing is going to go places because I'm not worried about the places. I'm already on the road.
Yeah.
Just doing. And if I can encourage any actor, that's what we need to do. Just get busy, be there, and just do it. Just get it done.
I'm always about getting busy. That's what I'm.
Yeah, get busy. Yeah. Get your busy. But
you got a what? You said you got a Western coming out. Is that what you said?
It's not my Western. They're writing one. Mark Headley is out there in Tucson. He's been around the film industry for very many, many years. And there's someone that came to him that has written a Western. And they've asked me if I'd play a role in that. So I'm very excited about it. So I'll be going out there in January. And I've also met somebody else. And a lot of these people I've met through Facebook and stuff. And I built a relationship. And
that's where I've gotten everybody. Well, except for 2 people, and one of them turned out to be
talked on the phone. It's like I have my own little world out there, and I love it.
The people I can pick up my phone and call now. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know.
I can literally call Ernie O'Donnell from Friends or from Clerks.
Really?
Yeah. I can just, hi Ernie,
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I've got this one guy that I friended. His name is Eddie Deason. And he was
Eddie Deason. I never had him on.
I know.
His friend and I don't get along. He's the one who started introducing me to people, and we had a falling out. But I never got Eddie on my show because Eddie had a heart attack. And
that was a while ago. Yeah.
It was a while ago. And then his friend, as a publicist, started giving me people, and then we had a falling out.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But I always wanted to get Eddie Deason on the show because I just love that guy.
He's so funny. He reminds you of Jerry Lewis.
Yes.
Very Jerry Lewis kind of comedian.
Yeah.
But all the movies he's been in, he says he's a delight. He's so funny.
Just
so
perfect.
Funny.
Just love him and all his cartoon voices, Dexter's Laboratory, and like all of them. Midnight or the Christmas Express thing, and
exactly.
And I'm kicking it old school. I'm going back to Grease and back to 1941. Yes. I love 1941. Really? Spielberg's movie 1941 was fucking genius, and it was. Yeah. And I always wanted to get Eddie on the show, and we already had that. Me and that other fella had that falling out, so I never was able to get him.
So you don't think you could ever get him then?
I haven't reached out to him because I don't know what the other guy is going to say because they're friends.
I don't know the other guy. I just know.
Yeah, they're friends, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes. But
yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I got into this whole acting thing. I wanted to do it so bad. I was in my first play in high school. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I got the part of Lucy. And I'll never forget. I've never auditioned. I was so scared. And I went up to where they posted it on the door. And I looked, I saw my name. I walked away and I go, was that really my name? And I went back. I was so thrilled. And after high school, it like blew me away. And it was a musical. And it was so much fun. But I graduated high school. I'm from LA. So I actually went to Hollywood and I studied pantomime with Richmond Shepard. But I really wanted to be an actress. And so I studied at the Van Mar Academy. And I met so many interesting people. This girl came in that was 17. Her name is Lisa Loring. Do you know who she is?
No,
she was
I'm not familiar with that.
I was 21. Did you remember the old Addams Family on TV, Little Wednesday?
Oh, okay.
She came into my class. She was in my class. She was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was very cool. And then I met my boyfriend, Walter Olkowitz, who went on to do over 100 big SAG films and everything. In fact, he was on Grace Under Fire. If you ever remember that. He played Dougie. He was the guy in the garage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he went on, did a whole bunch of stuff.
Grace Under Fire was really good. Dave Thomas was in that. And I've always liked the SCTV crowd.
Yeah, that was a really good show. But see, when I was 23, I joined the Army. So I went and it was because I moved out, went home, moved out, went home. I said, I'm not doing that again. So I got to go to Germany and that was fantastic. But I had some interesting, fun things happen when I was in basic training. I always took chances. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself. So anyway, I have a drill sergeant. I'm with all women, right? I have a drill sergeant. She's a woman.
Right.
And they appointed me as trainee leader. So I call all the cadences and all that stuff. Yeah. And we would take the flag in. So here we go. We go out there, the drill sergeant standing over there. I'm standing here and I've got the girls here and they take down the flag and they hold it up and bring it down. And I do this. Jump! And the drill sergeant, she just straightened up and she came and she pulled my hat down over my eyes. And it's like, I would take chances with this stuff. I don't know why, but I just was silly. And then the day of graduation, where there's like 200 of us girls, it's the last day there. We're getting our assignments where we're going. And we're all in this little hill and there's a building way down here. And I see a drill sergeant walking, her back turns and she's going to go inside. And I go, hey, Private Esposito. You don't ever call a drill sergeant a private.
Right.
Good thing. I was really embarrassed because everyone just looked at me like, oh my God, what's going to happen to her? The drill sergeant did this and she turned around. She came up there and I'm just looking at her and she goes, Robbins, because that was my maiden name, give me 20 push-ups. And that was the extent of, oh yeah, drill sergeant, feeling good. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So that was a funny thing that happened to me back then. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, see, you said you didn't have any story. I told you things would come along organically.
Oh, I know.
You just start talking. It's like being at a bar and having a drink with somebody. That's all it is, Well,
that was the funny things, but there was a scary thing. I don't know if you've ever seen the barracks, but they're like a big gymnasium.
I haven't.
There's beds laid this way.
I had asthma as a child, and they wouldn't let me fucking in. So. Oh, my buddies got in. My buddies got in.
When you got in, that's why.
Two All-American boys go. This is funny. So 2 All-American boys. This is back 1987. Our guy, we're both football players. We're both weightlifters. We're both, we go up to MEPS, and I ended up. I had asthma as a child, but I'd grown out of it. They didn't seem to give a fuck, so they wouldn't let me in. And my buddy had protein in his piss because he got a knob job the other day. So this recruiter thought he had 2 perfect young guys, and then fucking went home empty-handed because he had protein in his piss because he got a little. I had asthma as a child, so they told me to fuck off. So he's like,
no.
What? I'm like, I play football. I lift weights. I wrestle. I fist fight fucking people. Yeah, well,
Sometimes I don't think they let you in if you have flat feet. I mean, they have all these little stipulations that are so ridiculous.
Like some of the people up there, though, like you're watching, it's like, have you ever experimented with marijuana? The guy's like, yeah. How many times? 30, 40.
I'm high now.
Yeah, exactly. I experimented before I came in. Like,
that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, I got married in Germany. I met my husband. I was there about a year and a half. We got married. I got pregnant, and we got out. We went. And he was from Rhode Island. Here I am from LA. He's from Rhode Island, and I meet him in Germany.
Yeah. Okay.
So we get married. He starts working for Eastman Kodak. We lived by my parents because my dad worked for Eastman Kodak in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, the big motion picture place.
I was gonna say, if you guys came from each side of the coast, maybe you like started living in Illinois. You know, just to
we should have gone to the middle. Well, he's in Oklahoma now with his wife, and her name's Cindy too. So I'm Cindy one.
That guy. Him and his Cindy.
Yeah. Number one. So here I live in this beautiful state of Georgia, and I've been here 20 years. And it wasn't until 2012 I decided to pursue my career in acting. And I just took a few classes, and I was there for about 2 years. And I figured, well, you know, I'm probably not any good. And then I started getting plays. I've done 10 plays, and I've never auditioned for one. It's just word of mouth.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's very cool.
That's other people telling other people that they should get you. So that's super cool.
Yeah, just get. But another interesting fact about me is my dad taught me so many things, how to build stuff. And I have built a freestanding deck in my yard. I've remodeled my entire bathroom. I extended the wall out on it up 2-story, extended it out 3 feet, built a whole deck off my bathroom that's a 9x11 with a metal cover. I mean, I can do anything. And I think that the only reason I say that is that I never think I can't do anything. That's my motto. I never think I can't. If you ask me to do something, by God, I'm going to figure out how to do that.
There you go.
And I'm so grateful my dad taught me all of those things, because I fix my own refrigerator. I got this Whirlpool refrigerator, right?
Yeah.
A couple of years go by, all of a sudden I pull out the freezer drawer. What happened to the freaking light? It's not. So it was out for 3 months, and then pretty soon the ones inside were like doing this little blinky thing.
Yeah.
And I thought, what the hell? So I went and I ordered on Amazon the light for the freezer. I put that light in, and all the other ones worked.
Was that right?
$14 fix. That was it.
They were connected. They were daisy chained somehow.
They're connected somehow, but I was so afraid if I called a Whirlpool guy. This is the problem that people have, is that, well, you know, it's $500 for the new panel because your lights aren't working.
Yeah.
And they called for that.
No, I was
Do we have time?
In electronics for 18 years. Yeah, I know. I could do most of everything.
I know it, but we have YouTube that's helpful. I've learned a lot of stuff from YouTube.
And I still use YouTube. Except my front load washer. Now it was finally compromised, and I wasn't bitching about it. It was a GE, and I had it for years and years and years. But I got it for free.
Your washing machine or dishwasher?
It was washing machine. The front load washing machine.
Yeah.
And I got the part in. I knew what I needed. I was watching the YouTube video on how to do it, and I looked at it and went, "Nope, fuck it."
So close.
I was close. I put the part back in the box. I sent that back to Amazon, and I went to the store I used to work at, and I'm like, that one.
Well, I had a girlfriend that was
problem fixed.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you do have to call somebody. It's better to call the professional.
Well, usually I do. I've looked at it, because those front loaders, man, those things can be a bitch. They can really be a bitch. Heavy ass ballasts and everything. And I'm like,
what was the problem? Did you say what the problem was?
The boot, the gasket around it, the thing, the ring finally broke on it, and it finally got a hole in it. And I'm like, I'll just put a new gasket in it. I'll just put the whole new ring gasket in it. And so I got it in. I'm looking at it, and then I got on YouTube and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, ain't gonna fucking happen. Okay.
my dryer. My girlfriend was here. She goes, Cindy, your dryer's not working. It's not turning. Really? So I got on YouTube. I found
you can
front off. It's
knock that fucker out in 10 minutes.
Huh?
You can knock that fucker out in 10 minutes.
Exactly. But I never done it before. And I went and bought the belt. It was $15. I put it all back together and it's been working for the last 2 years with no problem. And it's old. But I don't need to go buy anything new.
Especially if it's a GE, it's really easy.
So anyway, that's kind of an interesting fact.
I know appliances.
So anyway, and I have rental properties and I've fixed them all. I fixed them all, and that's where I've learned a lot of stuff too and gotten better.
Yeah, absolutely. God, yeah. I used to have, like, before YouTube, I used to have like service guys, like I'd have to ask them how to do it, and they'd hands-on show me, but thank God for YouTube now, because I'm not in that business anymore. So now I can still fix most of my own shit unless I get lazy.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's kind of my life where I'm at. I'm pursuing the acting thing. I've got some other things to write. We've written a comedy called The Snake in My Boot, and it's going to be a Western. It's going to be kind of along the lines of a Blazing Saddles, just really out there. And it's a short film.
A Man Named Nobody.
Huh?
A Man Named Nobody or Blazing Saddles. Just a goofy ass good Western. Have you ever seen Rustler's Rhapsody?
No, that one I've not seen.
It's Tom Berenger's first movie, and it's funny as fuck. It's really good.
Oh, how nice. I'll have to watch it. Is that can you see that? Is it on Amazon or Netflix?
I haven't watched it in years. I used to when I was in audio, video, and appliances and stuff like that. I used to show that one because it starts out in black and white and 4:3. So it starts out square and in black and white, and the voice is talking like this, like real muffled. And then at some point, this gunshot goes off, and it's like, boom! Now it's 16:9, and it's all in color, and the 5.1 Dolby Digital kicks in.
Wow, that's really neat. I like that.
That was super cool.
Very creative.
Yeah, super cool.
Creative.
But I'm always in for a good, funny Western.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but I think this one's going to be good. This is going to be good. I connected with the writer in Kentucky all through Facebook, and I'm doing an audio drama with her now where I play one of the characters. We've got eight episodes.
What's the audio drama?
I'm sorry, what?
What's the audio drama?
Occurrence. It's called The Occurrence.
The Occurrence? Okay.
The Occurrence.
And where can you find that?
I saw on Facebook. I think she's got it on a couple places. They've just tried to launch it. Okay. It's just recent. But she did a great job. She's such a wonderful writer. I'm so grateful to have her in my life. Yeah. Because I gave her my idea that I had 4 years ago, and in 2 days she wrote this script. I said, you are so good at this. And then we just collaborated, and we made it's funny though. I can't wait to do it. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I like those. I like those old westerns because I like playing like a dumb old cowboy or a hick, because I'm from Fulton County, so I'm like just this big fucking hick guy, down in Illinois. But
did you say you're from Illinois?
Yeah, I'm in Illinois. Yeah.
What's your weather like right now?
It's cold as fuck, and I hate it. Cindy, I'm going to say this honestly. I am not a fan of any season where women have to put on more clothing. I am not a fan of that. Call me old-fashioned.
What are you going to do?
Really old-fashioned. Like 50s oldfashioned.
Are you going to go to Florida? Where are you going to go? Why don't you go live in the street in Hawaii?
I don't know. I'm not like, I'm sure in Georgia. Like, where do you live in Georgia?
I live in Metro Atlanta.
Metro Atlanta. Okay.
It's
still pretty damn nice there. Huh? Like your cold night is 60,
Well, it was down to 29 one night in the morning. Usually our colder weather is really in the morning. Yeah. Like starting about 5 to 6. That's when it warms up. It's that's how it is right now. But I mean, the weather's actually in the day's been pretty nice. It's been pretty nice.
Yeah, not here. Overcast, rainy, cold.
Oh, yeah.
Like you want to have a cold or warm like coffee or tea in your hand like all the time, or at least whiskey, something like that. But
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There
Warms
you
the
go.
bones,
Yeah, I don't know how many whiskeys you've had already.
That's my second.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I'm just getting warmed up. Like I can do
it. Well, I figured because it's early.
Yeah, I'm just getting warmed up. You should. Yeah, I can do about a half a bottle, but like I can actually do more than
not
that.
every night. You do it every night? I'll drink wine every night, and sometimes
No, I don't do it every night. Like I haven't had anything to drink in 2 days, but
oh yeah.
So,
well, there's sometimes you need to take a break.
But when I'm podcasting, I like to have a couple cocktails and then I have a cigar afterwards. Re-listen to the episode and maybe load it up to like Mosaic TV. So like after the shows when I get kind of loose, having a cigar and
it is.
That's where the voice comes from, is from cigars. So
that's what it's from, huh?
That's not
women. Why are you wearing so many fucking clothes?
Exactly. Hey,
take it off.
Take it off. God damn it, it's spring.
After a few more of those whiskeys.
It's 60 degrees. Take off the fucking clothes. Yeah.
Strip down, baby.
It's like you know me.
Well, I do. I've learned real quickly. We're all different.
By the way, it's a not safe for work program. So
how did you come up with your podcast? How did this start?
It was I've said it like a ton of times. I listened to some podcasts. I listened to one that was very funny. And when that one was over, I was listening to other ones that Apple told me was funny. And I'm listening to them and I'm getting madder and madder and madder because it's like, those suck. And they're getting traction. They're getting advertisers and everything. Like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck if I get advertisers. I'm at least going to put a quality fucking show on a podcast. So I came up with the idea. That was it. Tell me funny and embarrassing life stories, promote the shit out of yourself, and those stories are never going to end. Boom.
That's true. Yeah. Well, my problem is like when you ask me where can they go, I don't know how to do the link thing. All I know is if you go to IMDb, you can look me up.
Yep.
Under Cindy Copeland, you'll find me. You guys know what I look like now, right?
Yeah.
Except my IMDb.
She's an absolutely lovely woman. So
and my YouTube, I've got some very cool, fun stuff on that. I sent you my fun facts for Thanksgiving. It was just like a thought I had. I was so freaking bored. I go,
that is what I said. Yeah, you did send it to me.
She was a very disgruntled.
For some reason, I was thinking I had it on some other thing. Yeah, but no.
I'm hoping to do one for like.
But then again, I drink a lot, Cindy. So don't take my word.
Oh, anything's funny to you. Drink more, and I'll be better yet. But I'm
working on number 3.
Hey, I'm keeping my clothes on.
Just being Joker, hanging out.
I might take the scarf off for you. But if you just go to YouTube, put Cindy Copeland, you'll find me. I mean, people here now see what I look like, so you'd know. But I've got some.
We are listening to actress Cindy Copeland. She has several things out. She has you can find her on YouTube, and soon you will see her on Mosaic TV with me. If you have a Roku device, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick, if you have an Amazon TV, or if you have an Android device, download Mosaic TV and see us, baby.
Too many. I did have. I wanted to call it the Green Couch Affair, and I wanted to take a green couch, go down to the middle of Atlanta, find a coffee shop, put it down in the middle, outside on the street, and interview just normal people. Because people are so freaking interesting.
Yes.
They really are. I mean, you might find an older couple that went through the war and all these different stories. You might find someone that was in jail for most of his life and recovered. I mean, you just don't ever know who they are.
Yes.
The people are freaking interesting.
That's a show. That's a show.
Two
guys talking in a fucking basement doesn't make a podcast. That's a fucking show. That's something with a purpose. It has a reason. It has a yes. That's how you make a program.
That's it.
No, I want to listen to two jackoffs just talking back and forth in the basement, telling jokes that only they fucking get, and it's called a podcast. No, god damn it. Have a fucking point. There you go.
Yeah.
Great idea. That's a fucking fantastic idea.
Fun idea. Then I wanted to do Little Miss Fix-It 30 years ago, where I would show women how to change out their toilets, how to change the guts in their toilets, or how to put in, ceiling fans. And I was going to make it entertaining. I wanted to get with Home Depot and, do a show where we would take a picture of what their problem was and show them how to do it, not do it for them. Yeah. Say, go to Home Depot, show them what your problem is with the toilet or whatever it is, and let them walk you through it. We'll go meet Matt in the electrical department. Then we're going to go over to the plumbing department, whatever it is. And then we're going to go back and you're going to fix it.
Right.
Because you feel so empowered, maybe not fixing a washing machine because,
yeah.
But whatever.
Simple things around the house. The hinges on your door, the toilet seat. Like, who hasn't had a broken toilet seat before?
Yeah. Exactly. But people don't know how to fix anything.
Right.
Just because you're a man and you're married doesn't mean you can. Because I'm sure that, honey, will you change out the fan? Sure. So they have this fan that sat in the garage for 2 years.
Yeah.
Now my husband won't do it. And that was the purpose of it. I wanted a van that said Little Miss Fix-It on it and everything.
Oh, no, see, that's fun. Again, that's a great show.
It shows women,
right? Great legs to it.
Yeah, but you have to have things to do.
Are you listening to her, people?
Are you listening?
Have a fucking point. Have a fucking point. Yeah.
Yeah, have a point to your method to your madness. But it empowers people to go, I can do this. When you realize how easy it is to change a fan out, it'll blow you away. How simple.
You're talking about you're talking about like the little jobs. It's gonna take you. But have you seen that meme of Will Ferrell like cracking a beer like in the middle of a field? And there's always different captions on it. And it's like me completing a task after 10 minutes I did in 10 minutes that I've been putting off for 2 years. Yeah. Did it. Took me 10 fucking mintes. Box been sitting in the garage for 2 fucking years. My wife is like, she's like, that's definitely you. And I'm like, I know.
That's funny. Yeah. But I just want people to be empowered to know they can do things.
Yeah.
You don't always have to hire the professional. Everything right now is so expensive. Learn to do it yourself. Most of it is simple that breaks down.
Oh, seriously. I know you should never procrastinate. Never mind. Hey,
yes.
That was an old Martin Mull bit. Like he did a whole song. Like he did like a song about it though. Don't put off tomorrow. I'm gonna finish that song one of these days.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Love Martin Mull.
Oh yeah. He was great. I think, did he pass away? He did pass away, didn't he?
I know Fred.
Yeah, Fred did.
Fred did.
He did.
I'm not sure about Martin.
I don't know about Martin Mull or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure about.
Have you ever heard of Bill Kirchenbauer?
Yes. Yeah, he's one of my friends on Facebook.
Okay, Bill and I studied pantomime together when we were both 20 and 21.
Oh, really?
That's how long I knew, yes. And then
great comedian. Great comedian.
And we're friends. And so, I picked him back up. I found him through Facebook a few years ago. And he has a little part in my movie. He does a stand-up thing on television.
Oh, okay.
So he's in my movie. He sent it to me so I could use it. But we reconnected after all these years. Yeah, he went on to do a lot of stuff. He had his own TV show.
Yeah, the 10 of us. He did a lot. Stand up, like on the Tonight Show. Like his bits that he did in Mork and Mindy, and like he was a great character that they put into different sitcoms and stuff as a comedian.
He was on Frasier. He was on so many things.
Yeah, you could plug him into just about anything. I don't know how he ended up in Thailand or why he's living in Thailand.
Well, he has a son there, and his son got married to a woman there. And his son in real estate, and Bill and his wife wanted to retire there. That's where they went. They love it. And he'll every once in a while, if you're friends, you'll see he does his little videos. He'll walk through the city, and I think that's very
important. Into different restaurants and shit like that, and it's super cool. Yeah. He's I reached out to him, and I'm not famous enough, I guess, but he never answered me. Maybe you can talk to him.
You want to have him on your show?
Wink, wink. Yeah, I'd love to have him on. I loved his bit I loved his bit on the Tonight Show when he's talking about getting mugged or something like that, and he starts like doing this gyration shit and walking different, and it was just a fucking scream.
Well, that's why, yes, and that's why he studied mime, I think, to get some of those movements and stuff that he did.
Oh,
and I'll never forget when he started telling me his jokes. He used to be really nervous. His leg would jump and stuff like that, and
you could see that.
He was nervous around me. I don't know, but he did his Disneyland ride, the Matterhorn. He takes off his shoe, and he goes. And he moves it all around under his legs, and all. Then the shoe comes down. He takes water and splashes his face. The Matterhorn. Oh my God, he was cracking me up. He was really funny, really funny.
Well, he's one of those guys and he lays it out for people that's not funny and shouldn't be trying to do comedy. He lays it out on his.
He lays everything.
He's like, no, either you are or you're not, and that's always been mine too. Either you are funny or you're not funny. Don't try to. Yeah, and don't.
He just speaks his mind. He does not say to nobody what they think.
Yeah, I like him. I like him.
But it was so neat when I found him on Facebook and we reconnected. We've talked on the phone, and stuff like that, because I knew him a long time ago. So he and Walter went off and they got famous, is what they did. Yeah. And I went to
tell him to answer MW Holiday. God damn it.
Uh-oh. Don't put me in the middle of that, Mark.
You're my only lead. I gotta pull that thread. You're it. Do I
have to get naked and get in touch with him for you? Is this what I'm hearing?
Yes, exactly. And it's gonna be the funny thing is it'd be I'd have to interview him. If I did it right now, it'd be at 3:15 in the morning tomorrow or yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, the time difference. The time. I forget.
Am I interviewing you at 3:15 yesterday? Yep.
Well, keep trying.
Keep trying. There you go.
Keep trying. Say, I interviewed Cindy Copeland. She talked about you and all that. What you think, Bill? I don't know. I don't know why he wouldn't want to.
Well, I'm not that big of a show, so he doesn't know me. I imagine he gets a ton.
He probably does. He probably does. I really don't.
I'm just another little, a drip in the pond. I'm sure there's 1,000 other jackoffs out there that he has to go through. So
you can just imagine really becoming a bigger star. All of a sudden, people gravitate out of the woodwork and want to be your friend.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
How annoying that is.
Right.
I don't know that part yet. I would love to be annoyed, but we'll see. All I'm telling you is not having.
Please make me annoyed. I want to be annoyed.
Please. I love to be annoyed. But after a while, you don't want to annoy me.
Yeah, I figure he probably doesn't get as annoyed in Thailand as he does here in the States, But I've always loved his character actor. He's just really good.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, and this is also what Bill has. He has Legends of Comedy. Have you heard of that? Jay Leno talked about it. He goes, "Isn't that Bill Kirchenbauer's thing?" Legends of Comedy is where he found actors that portray like Roseanne, Robin Williams, all these different characters that we're all familiar with. They imitate them. And I connected with Roger Kabler out of Boston. He does Robin Williams. This guy looks like him. He sounds like it, but he can do all these. You might be able to get him on your show. Oh. I'll talk to him. Seriously, I didn't tell you. But he can do all these characters. Looking up Roger Kabler, Kabler. And
Kabler,
Kabler. Roger Kabler.
Okay.
Friend him. Yeah. But I mean, I went to his premiere. He wrote Being Robin. And it's a very interesting movie. It's very artsy. It's just
I cried when Robin Williams died. I cried. I was working at a dealership, a car dealership, and somebody made a joke about Robin Williams dying or something like that, and I kind of laughed. And he goes, "No, dude, he hung himself." And I'm like, "What?" It was literally like a punch in the gut.
I know.
Because that guy was fucking fire, you know, like. And I like him, and I just seen Bobcat Goldthwait like a couple months ago, and they were really good friends. You know, yeah, I seen his stand up at a small venue, and like I wanted to talk to him about Robin, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him. But yeah, like when they said that Robin Williams died, I was absolutely floored. Like just,
I think we all were. The world was taken aback by that one because nobody knew that he had any mental issues or any disturbances, or would he have that Lewy body disease? Well, that's the one he had, right?
I'm not sure.
Robin Williams, didn't he have the Lewy body disease? Is that?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Who was? Someone had it. I thought it was him.
It might have been. It might have been.
If you didn't hear, I'm not. I hope I'm not making that. Does any of your?
I know, like he chose to do that. Like he could have stopped at any time, but he just went ahead and chose to.
Yeah, whatever his demons were was enough.
Yeah,
but
like this wasn't like I can't stop at something. Like he knew he could stop at any time, but continued. So this was not like, yeah. And I loved that guy. God, his golfer's bit is still in my mind one of the funniest pieces of fucking humor. I've got an idea for a sport. I'm gonna take a ball. Not gonna do a ball.
He was fantastic, truly fantastic. Yeah. Oh well, here's one thing that I did when I knew Walter Olkowitz. Walter passed away a few years ago, but he had a group called the New Review. They were a comedy group back in Hollywood in the early 70s. And I got to perform with them in the Comedy Store in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That was very cool. That was because the Comedy Store was always a really big place.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great venue. That's a big venue. Yeah.
Like, so that, for a young girl that was 21, that was a pretty cool thing to perform at. But anyway.
When I was that young, I only performed like once. That's the thing. Like I got a full-time job. I got a wife, got a kid. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I really don't have any place to do stand-up. So this is how I do my funny. So this is how I get to meet people and laugh and do all that stuff.
Well, this was very smart for you to do this. You.
I thought so too, Cindy. I thought I'm a smart guy. I really think, you know, sometimes it's just, I'm like a girl says, she wants to hear I love you. It's just nice to hear. It's just nice.
Yeah. Oh, you little smarty pants.
Stop. You stop. All right, so we're coming on to 45 minutes, and you've been fantastic. I try to keep it around here because so I can upload it to the network and keep it so they have 15 minutes commercials and the whole. So they're not doing that yet. It's a very young network. They're still building it. It's Mosaic TV, everybody. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you the floor and then I'll finish up. Cindy, I want you to tell everybody about what you have going on. You're absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I've had just a wonderful conversation with you.
It was fun. It was a blast. Well, I kind of told everybody everything already, to be honest.
When I'm done here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click this off here in a minute after I have you talk and then me talk. I'm going to clear off. But you hang around for a minute or two. We'll chat a little bit off the air. And Cindy, you have the floor. Tell everybody about you, baby.
I'm an actress here in Atlanta.
She's an actress.
I am going to play Sister Aloysius. Aloysius was from the movie Doubt. I am so thrilled. That is the most challenging character for me to play. And we will be performing that in Atlanta in February. So that's one really big thing when they asked me to do that. I'm just really thrilled about that. So that's my really big thing right now. Other than writing some of my own stuff and getting together with my group on New Year's and talk about this little series we want to do.
Yep. And you've got a movie called Manufactured. She has a movie called
Manufactured. Yes.
We're going to try to find a platform for that. Let's put her on.
Yes, that's my movie. I filmed it at my house. I cast it. I built the set. I provided the food. I directed. I started it. I did everything to it. Gave them a lot of the shot list. I wanted to see if I could do it, and I did it. Very proud of myself for that. So that was a lot of fun. Now my cat is paging me.
And now and introducing her fucking cat. What's
two fucking cats.
Yeah, 2 fucking cats.
And they don't fuck at all.
I got a buddy who likes cats. He's always like, he used to bitch about our friend putting pictures of his daughter on Facebook all the time. He's like, God damn it, we don't want to see pictures of your fucking daughter all the time. And every time, like 3/4 of the time, he's got a fucking cat in his picture. Like, like really? Because he takes a picture of it, and so I write below it, and I'm like, oh look, it's a fucking cat. You know, like, it can't do math. It can't make you a sandwich. You can't be proud of it for getting an A on it.
No, you know what he's trained this fucking cat to do?
No, I'm pretty sure I used to be my podcast partner. I know what the guy's capable of. It ain't that. It's not fucking that. Love you, Jay Roach. There's your shout out, bitch. And as always, you can find me on Mosaic TV. You can find me on every platform that there is, on Facebook, on YouTube, at My Worst Holiday Podcast on YouTube. You can find me at My Worst Holiday at gmail.com. Send boob pictures, please.
Well, they can find me.
That being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.